In this video, we're going to take a quick look at how the Data Bridge app works. The bridge was built to allow multiple eCom sites to connect and communicate with a single retail account. Its basic functionality includes automatically importing new products from retail into eCom, detecting and syncing certain product changes from retail to eCom, automatically importing new eCom orders into retail, detecting and syncing certain order changes from eCom to retail, and from retail to eCom. The bridge can work with multiple locations in your retail account or only a single location. It can filter which products go to each eCom and determine which eCom orders should go to which location and register within retail. Let's take a look at what you'll have access to via the Bridge admin interface. From the Log tab, you can track activities the Bridge has performed, including catalog data syncing from retail to each eCom site. Here we can see an item that's been updated from retail in the Bridge app, and those same changes pushed to our two eCom websites. In addition to catalog activity, the log also tracks orders pulled from eCom and pushed into retail. From the Products tab, we can track and manage catalog data syncing through the Bridge. The Bridge automatically checks your retail account for new items and changes to existing items every 5 minutes. But if you'd like to manually trigger a sync of item data from retail to eCom, you can click this button. And if we try it real quick, we'll see that it's now synced this item we've asked it to. Under the Orders tab, we'll find any orders that have been exported from your eCom sites and imported into your retail account through the Bridge. Listed with each order is the eCom order number, which is also a link to the order in the eCom's admin. So if we click here, we'll see the eCom admin login screen show, along with the name of the shop the order came from, the retail sale ID for the sale that was created in retail from the eCom order, and status columns to tell us if the order is completed, canceled, and paid. The Bridge will automatically listen for new eCom orders and for updates to the status of eCom orders. It will also automatically check for changes to sales in retail every 5 minutes. However, if you want to trigger a sync from eCom to retail or from retail to eCom, you can use these buttons. Under Settings, we'll find a number of fields that let us control how the Bridge handles the communication between your eCom sites and your retail account. We'll handle the initial setup of these settings, so don't feel overwhelmed by what you see here. We'll just highlight some of these settings to give you an idea of the functionality available. Here we can set an email address to alert you if the Bridge errors for some reason. Here we can determine when eCom orders should be sent to retail, either when the order is initially created or only after it's been paid. Here we can control the default settings for each eCom site within the Bridge. We can set the retail shop eCom should send orders to. We can determine whether combined quantity from all shops should be used, or only the quantity on hand from the specific shop assigned to the site. Here we set the employee and register that should be used when creating sales in retail. And here we map the tax categories and payment methods from eCom to retail. With pricing settings, we can determine if pricing is tax inclusive for the eCom site, if we want the Bridge to sync pricing changes from retail to eCom, and the pricing levels we want to use for sale price and old price in eCom. With the trigger criteria fields, we can determine what should trigger a product to sync from retail to eCom. This allows the Bridge to limit which items you want to go to eCom from retail. For example, we could specify a tag that we want to require a product to have in your retail catalog in order for the Bridge to send that product to your eCom site. So here we set a sync to eCom tag, and with these settings enabled, only items in your retail catalog with this particular tag would sync to the site. So that covers the default settings, but down lower we can modify those default settings per each eCom site running through the Bridge. In this example, our main eCom site is using all the default settings we had set up above. But our secondary shop is using some custom settings for tax category, payment methods, and we also set this site to use combined quantity, meaning each item's quantity on hand in this eCom will be the combined quantity on hand of the item from all of your retail locations.